Bueller and Dodge, and going down this Saturday, July 25th, live from Chicago. It's UFC on Fox 16, and you have a member of Team Bear going into our debate. TJ the Viper Dillashaw is taking on Barao. It's a long-awaited rematch for the UFC bantamweight title. Now, this fight was supposed to happen twice, last August and then again in April. Do you think the hype is still there, TJ?
I would think so. People have been waiting to see this fight happen. He missed weight. I got injured, so it's just been a long time waiting. And I'm sure that everyone's pumped to see it. I'm pumped to get in there and do it again.
Are you looking to get this fight past you? Do you think even really warrants that first rematch? They were going to say it was going to be the quickest rubber match in UFC history. And, you just demolished him. Don't you think he should have to work his way back?
Yeah, I do. But, he was a very dominant fighter. He had a long win streak, and everyone was surprised when I beat him. And it was a great fight, so I can definitely see why the UFC stacked us up against each other again, And I do think he is nervous. I think he is nervous for this fight. That's why I didn't make weight the first time. I don't think he wanted the fight. And as soon as I hit him hard again in the first round, it's going to go right back to the same thing.
Now, a lot of people have said aloud that they feel that you may have gotten lucky in that first fight because Barao didn't know what to prepare for since he was preparing for a different opponent, and then we had the switcheroo up towards the day of the fight. How do you feel about those kind of statements?
Oh, that's completely wrong because we had 9 weeks to get ready for our fight.
I guess that should be plenty of time.
We had 9 weeks ready for our fight. Wyman was supposed to fight Vitor. Wyman got hurt. So they put a new headliner on it. It was Barao, and they faced him against me. We had 9 weeks to get ready. So I don't know what that's all about.
Now, he's also saying, he still doesn't respect you to this day. He says that you talk too much, and he doesn't consider you the champion. What do you have to say about that? It seems like he's stretching for things to talk about you about.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to stay relevant, trying to act like he's got a shot in this fight and to have something to talk about. The things I've been talking about, I haven't been talking anything bad about him. The things I just talk about are the confidence I have, and how good I believe I am. And if he can't handle that, it's too bad, because he's going to get proved wrong again on Saturday.
Now, you also said you're going to be finishing faster in this fight. Can you give us a how in a win? I know DraftKings is sponsoring UFC right now. I'd like to make a bet.
The how, I don't really know. That's the thing about me. I'm so well-rounded. I feel like I can finish the fight anywhere. I wouldn't mind using my D1 wrestling and submitting him this time and beating him in all aspects of MMA. But, the reason why I think it's going to be faster is that I'm just going to put it on him like I did last time, and I think the quit's going to come a lot sooner in his eyes, The first time he was surprised by it, was trying to push through it, but this time when I hit him and continue to do the things I did last time, it's just going to be a nightmare for him, and I think I'm going to be able to put him away sooner. I'm predicting by the third round.
Third round. So that's what I'm clicking. Okay, third round.
Clicking third round, $3. I'm betting $3 on it. So you had a split camp coming up for this fight. It's going down again on Saturday. You were training both in Sacramento with Team Alpha Male and also in Colorado. How difficult was that going back and forth?
Oh, it was actually nice. It was nice to be able to change up some coaches here and there and be able to get some new looks from guys and learn some new techniques as well as deal with the altitude and get in better shape. The altitude training is no joke. Me and last call, Danny Castillo, went up there and did our camp together. We'd go back and forth. I think it's been nothing but beneficial for me. Come back and get the hard sparring rounds with Team Alpha Male and then go up to high elevation and get some hard training and some good coaching by, Dwayne Ludwig as my striking coach, Leister Bowling at Team Elevation for wrestling, and Elliot Marshall for jiu-jitsu, and some real good strength coaches up there too. So I've made some big gains for this fight.
So be honest, did you not get a chance to move Dwayne back into the house like your last fight because the wife finally just said, I've had enough?
No, man. I tried to move Dwayne to Sacramento again and try to get him to live with me for the camp, but he started his gym. He started a gym out in Colorado called Ludwig MMA out in Westminster. So he's the only one instructing the classes, so he had to stay out there and run his new baby, which is very successful right now.
How much do you guys miss him up there at Team Alpha Male?
How much do we miss him?
Yeah.
I miss him a lot, man. Obviously that's why I was going out to Denver. He ran a practice like no other. I definitely think he's the best coach in the world. He's highly attention to detail, meticulous, and doesn't let you get away with anything. He's one of those guys that's got a aggressive personality that won't let anything slide. Those easygoing kind of coaches are the ones that I think that don't make don't have a good influence. I think the ones that are like hold you accountable, make you come to the gym, work hard every day, those are the guys that are going to make you better, and Dwayne definitely did that.
Is that kind of how the whole gym feels too? Like they miss his presence there?
Quite a few of the guys, yeah. I wouldn't say everyone. Not everyone got along, but for the most part, yeah, I think he's missed. But we're making the changes at Team Alpha Male too, and getting new coaches. We brought in Martin Campman, which has done a great job with the team as well. So, we miss him, but we also gotta continue on. So we've made the adequate changes, and now I got the best of both worlds. I got multiple coaches.
Nice.
So I also saw recently after your fight here with Barao, you're going to go into Las Vegas to help Uriah coach against Conor McGregor for Tough 22. Now, are you going to be a full-time coach there, assistant coach, or are you just doing some guest spots?
I don't really know. Uriah asked me to come out and help out after my fight. He knows I'm busy now, and he knows I'll probably have some media obligations even after my fight as well. So, I'd like to go out there and help him as much as I can. I'd like to be a full-time coach for at least a couple weeks.
Now, who would you rather fight more, Conor, that kind of a different weight class, or are you looking more for Dominic Cruz when he comes back?
I don't know when Dominic Cruz is coming back, but I definitely am looking forward to that fight. But I would love to fight someone like Conor McGregor as well. I think he's a very beatable fight with a lot of hype behind him and could build my name. After watching Chad Mendes fight him on a 10 days notice and how good he did, it's just, he showed some big holes in his game.
So you don't believe the hype that is Conor McGregor?
No, he's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, but I think there's a lot more hype behind him than deserved. I think it's more about the attention he brings from how much talking he does and how aggressive he is with it. He's a good fighter. He's got great stand-up skills, but Chad showed some big holes in his game.
Right.
So was the backstage altercation with him and Uriah part of the Ultimate Fighter kind of thing as a build-up, or was that something that legit just happened?
That was legit just happened, man. Uriah just came up to kind of ask him how the weight cut was going, and Conor's just got a beef with everyone when he's getting ready for a fight. That's how he gets ready, I think. I think he gets himself mentally ready for every fight to kind of hate that fighter and to talk shit about him, and that's his way of doing it. So that was just completely natural.
Would you feel like maybe getting vengeance for Chad Mendes if you were able to fight Conor McGregor?
I would love that opportunity, man. Absolutely.
Well, switching gears here on a different note, of course, big news coming out today is the UFC's cutman Stitch was let go. How do you think that's going to affect the organization?
I'm not sure. I was pretty disappointed to hear. I got out here and they're asking me who I want to wrap my hands, and first name that comes to my head was Stitch. He's wrapped my hands in the past, my last however many fights, and it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate he's not here.
Now, I don't want you to get in trouble or anything with the Reebok deal, but do you think that might be what got him let go?
I have no idea. I didn't even really know about it until I got here and asked about him. I don't know. I know they have their own sponsors and they weren't allowed to get him anymore. So I'm sure it probably wasn't. It didn't help. I don't know if that's the reason.
Now, what do you think with the? Obviously you're a current champion, and we're not going to see you going anywhere anytime soon. But do you think that because of the Reebok deal, that some other fighters that have contract negotiations coming up may use that as a way to possibly jump ship and go to a different organization?
I don't know, dude. Maybe. I'm not really sure. I like the fact that we're doing a uniform deal, and the fact that the sport's kind of cleaning up, and it's a little bit more professional with using Reebok, and everyone's wearing the same kind of uniform. They're classy looking. They just like any other sport. Any other sport's usually sponsored by a big apparel company, and it's nice to actually kind of be professional about it. Hopefully some more money comes in eventually for some of the fighters that are used to making some bigger checks and sponsors. It's just gonna have to switch over to hustling outside the octagon to make your money sponsor-wise, which actually I think goes a lot further than what I wear inside the cage. Everyone should know that what I'm wearing inside the octagon, I'm being paid to wear.
Right.
The stuff that I'm wearing outside the octagon is because they're the companies I like. Even though I'm getting sponsored by them, I only approach the companies that, I'm actually going to use because I like using their company. I train with them because they're the right kind of gear, or the supplements I use because I actually believe in them. I'm not going to go and hinder my performance by using a company I don't believe in.
That makes sense. We appreciate your answer on that, too. Now, we've interviewed you multiple times. You're from our area. You're from Northern California. And we've asked you, what team you're on, your Team Bear. We've asked you about the duck-sized horses and the horse-sized ducks. So we had to come up with a completely new question for you, TJ. So Dodge went ahead and came up with something. Go ahead, Dodge.
Hold on. What's Team Bear? I'm part of Team Alpha Male.
No. We asked you the first time we interviewed you. We asked you about who would win in a fight the pterodactyl that poops chainsaws or the bear with machine guns for hands and feet?
Oh, I got you. That's where I was coming from.
Yeah, and so you were Team Bear when you answered that. I think Uriah was Team Bear too, right?
Yeah, Uriah's Team Bear. Dana Castillo's Team Pterodactyl.
Dana Castillo's Team Pterodactyl. That's right.
All right.
So we had to come up with a completely new question for you, which Dodge has. Go for it, man.
All right, so this is kind of inspired. You saw the big Mick Fanning incident that happened to the pro surfer, correct, with the great white shark?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so a little bit on that. Would you rather be stuck in an aquarium with a great white shark or in a room where the floor is covered in spiders?
Spiders for sure, man.
Taking the spiders?
I'm actually like deathly afraid of a shark. You know, I mean, I've actually been a big fear of mine my whole life growing up. Even as a kid, like wakeboarding in the lake and not being able to see the bottom of the lake, I'd always be scared of some sort of big fish coming up and grabbing me. It was like one of my phobias as a kid, and it stuck with me. I mean, I still surf. I was just in Costa Rica, and I surfed like twice a day, every day for 9 days. But it's always in the back of my head that's like, man, I hope I don't see a shark. You know, I mean, that's always been a big fear of mine.
I think that's always in everybody's head as soon as they get in the ocean. Really hope.
I know, absolutely. I mean, you're completely out of your element. You know, I mean, at least if I'm in a room, I'm on land. You know.
Yeah. Right on. Well, it's going down this weekend. UFC on Fox 16. It's free. Prelims are on Fox Sports 1 this Saturday, July 25th. Sonora's own TJ Dillashaw versus Reina Barao. Awesome. Good luck, man.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.